So welcome everybody who was able to join the session, which is a general assembly as the board has decided. It's so to say a virtual general assembly, an extraordinary one. We decided to hold it today and not in Riga because we counted on a larger participation today where everybody can join without traveling. And I hope that we still get more people. I would like to share with you apologies which I have received from Gabor, who unfortunately is in hospital, which I have received from our treasurer, who is actually in the United States for the time being. I have received apologies from Gisle and Alda. They can't be present today because if they would be present, that would be in the middle of the night, their time. But they, as Dana has received several messages from them, and the content of these messages she will share with us later. So a warm welcome to all of you. Monique, thank you very much for having arranged this meeting for us kindly as all the time. As I just said, I have redrafted the agenda to make it a little bit more consistent. And I would like to start. We have a special procedure because we have to cover several items. One item is the reporting of the board. That's the first one. The usual reporting of the board that will be relatively short from me, from Dana, and in replacement of the treasurer, she will also give the financial report. After this reporting section, the second section will be the elections. And there we will share with you what we have already received as reactions to the proposal for the elections from various members. The third part will be reporting on the state of preparation for Riga and the program which we can expect in Riga. And the fourth part will be the reporting about the preparation of our meetings in Paris in October. So we have only 4 parts, and that is easy to cover. And I will start with the first part, that is reporting of the board. And as it happens, it is my pleasure to start. I still have a little bit of a flu, but that is not extraordinary at this point in time. What was in the center of the work of the board during the last month was actually the preparation of Riga. And we had a lot of exchange, communication, etc. with our friends in Riga who worked very hard to put together an interesting program to make sure that we have offers for suitable offers for the hotel accommodation and for various events. I know that certain elements of the preparation are still in a state of pending, and that is the representation of the government. We are full of hope that what is planned also will happen. We know that we also have a cultural event. Those who are interested in classic dancing and modern dancing, well, you can certainly enjoy it. We will make sure from the board that we have a proper general council meeting in Riga, which is part of the agenda, and the usual thing, and that we have a very interesting conference. We hear later from our friends in Riga on details. The second area of our concern and our cooperation board and host country or host organizations, I should say, is Paris in October. We look very much forward to the pleasure of being there, and Monique will tell us many of the details concerning accommodation, concerning rooms where we meet, side program, etc., etc. I would like to leave it to her to provide us the details in part number 4. Part number 5. Sorry. To follow my report, I would like to share with you an important step which we made on the decision of the General Council. We submitted an application to the Council of Europe in Strasbourg, and you know that the Council of Europe is the oldest intergovernmental institution of Europe, founded shortly after the Second World War, after all, on the initiative of Winston Churchill, who said these European countries have to come together again and not fight, but be friends and make sure that we have a promising future all together. The Council of Europe is also the origin of the European Convention on Human Rights, which is a very comprehensive convention on human rights, and even more the creation of the European Court of Human Rights, and that is unique in the world that you have a court on human rights. Mind you, the United Nations have a declaration on human rights, as we know, but no court. That is the privilege of the Council of Europe. So we have submitted that request for getting the participatory status with the Council of Europe again. Why do I say again? Because we lost it due to the fact that our representative many years ago passed away, and we were not able to find a successor to represent us at the Council of Europe. Now Peter, who is just eating his breakfast, bon appetit, Peter is a volunteer to take over this responsibility, which is a high responsibility even in terms, in political terms, because we will learn more about the Parliamentary Assembly in the Council of Europe, about the Standing Conference of Local and Regional Authorities, about the Standing Conference of International Non-Governmental Organizations, etc., etc. When I say we introduce this demand, that also means that we have to wait until this demand has been submitted to the Council of Ministers of the Council of Europe, and this Committee of Ministers will decide on our application. So I guess that we will get an answer towards mid of this year. My fourth point goes on our involvement in the United Nations, especially in Vienna. And you may remember that the international membership of the NGO Committee on Aging at the UN in Vienna has elected me as the chair of this committee for first for a term of 2 years. And we were very successful to revitalize this committee very much. We held last year's a couple of events. The events of this year start with a side event to the Commission of Narcotic Drugs, which will take place a full week in March. And our contribution will be a side event on the topic hazardous drug consumption in advanced age, polypharmacy, and the risks about this consumption of hazardous drugs. The topic found a lot of attention, and we have been successful to get 3 contributors, very prominent speakers. One is a professor for gerontology and geriatrics from Austria. The second one is an equally high respected professor for pharmacology and polypharmacy from Germany, and the third one is a central figure in this area from Israel. The next side event, which will happen at the United Nations in Vienna, will be at the annual meeting of the United Nations Commission on Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice. And our contribution in a side event will be on the guardianship trap, how to prevent criminal practices. When you go into the papers and you radio and see television, you see very often how frequently older persons are in that trap and lose a lot of money because criminal persons pretend that their daughter or their grandchild had a bad accident, is imprisoned, etc., and that money is needed to bail them out, etc., etc. The latest case was just published yesterday, where an older lady lost 220,000 euros to that criminal happening. And the third event, which is still on preparation, is the usual conference celebrating the United Nations International Year of Older Persons, with the abbreviation IDOP 2025. And here we have, again, a very interesting topic, very interesting for EURAG, and that is active, healthy aging. What can we individually do in advanced age? We had this topic in a way in Piestina, and here it is among a huge variety of international organizations. For all these events, we have the support of more than 20 to 25 international non-governmental organizations and committees. So, well, we are pretty prominent in these areas, and that is what I have to report to you and to your appreciation. If later you have questions, I'm at your disposal, and I'm happy that more and more interest is going to EURAG because through its own conferences and its involvement in other events, conferences, side events, etc., is so visible that we really develop an image which is it's highly appreciated. I would like now to invite Dana to give her report as the Secretary General of the European Federation of Older Persons. Dana, please.
Thank you, Dirk. So I will be brief because I understand that Monique doesn't have so much time. So we have been working very diligently on that EURAG event in Paris. Because we had several meetings, and I am very pleased that it is almost finalized what we will do there and what you will see. And maybe just to attract you to Paris is one sightseeing that will be absolutely unique, because we will see that reconstructed Notre Dame Cathedral, and we will go there as a group, and they will book for us a time. And so there will be other very attractive sightseeings, and also a very attractive conference and other things. There will be also memory training. And when I am talking about memory training, there will be also memory training in Hungary. We plan it with Gabor at the end of March in Parad, which is the spa in Matra mountain range, and I am supposed to go there on 23rd. So I hope that Gabor will recover till that time. And we are also with May from Ireland. We are also working on course for memory trainers in Ireland. I sent her all relevant information, and hopefully we will implement it next year. It is the mission of EURAG Memory Training Center, and I have to share with you something that happened just 2 days ago. I got an award from Alzheimer Foundation, which I was the very first person whom they awarded. And I was told that it is something like a small Nobel Prize. And it was connected with a substantial sum of money, 30,000 crowns. And why I got it was mainly because of EURAG Memory Training Center, which is considered to be absolutely unique throughout the world, because nobody else in the world is sharing the know-how with other countries and training the memory trainers for other countries. So I just wanted to tell you that it was publicly appreciated and also published and promoted. And
congratulations!
Oh, thank you, thank you.
That is,
and
it's really
because
on your personal honor and indirectly on the honor of our organization.
Thank you so much. And because the work on Secretary General depends mainly upon planning, so we are planning the future conferences, and with a great pleasure I can announce today that we already have fixed dates for the conferences, not only in 2025, but also in 2026. You can write them down because Copenhagen, Denmark, will take place from April 24th till 27th, and we got a confirmation from Grazina Buze, who is today here, that there will be a conference, EURAG conference in Lodz. They pronounce it Lodz, if I am not mistaken. It will be in Poland, and it will. The arrival day is September 23rd, 2026. And the topic will be discussed with EURAG board. So, and because I can see Jaap, that he is here. Hello, Jaap.
Yeah.
And I can see Eliane Ray. So I'm so pleased that she's with us. Eliane, just take it into consideration that we would really like to implement one conference in Switzerland, not because of us going to see Switzerland. We have been there, probably most of us, many times, but just to get closer connection to the Swiss Senior Council and to learn more about your work and so on. So that's why I consider it extremely useful if we are able to implement it. And then I wanted to ask Jaap. Jaap arranged the last conference in 2011. It was a very good conference because Jaap is very experienced. He has been ahead of the big Dutch organization that actually connected all the NGOs in Netherlands. He is so experienced. So I think that to have such a person as a vice president, we should take advantage of his potential and ask him to organize a conference, EURAG conference in 2027. Yep.
Yes, I was the president of the big organization until last year. So now I am a solo man.
We know, but you know many people, and you know all the Dutch organizations that could help you. And I think that it would expand our horizons about the Dutch system. And we had the last conference in 2011 was about pension system in Europe, and it was extremely interesting and well done. So so we are giving you
I write it on my to-do list.
Yeah, so yeah, we are giving you the chance to repeat something like that or other topic which can be discussed. So I think that I have finished my brief report because we are short of time, and now I am giving back the floor to Dirk because we will start with elections.
Thank you very much, Dana. This was a very comprehensive report. Even you kept it short, but from my point of view and my position as president of the European Federation of Older Persons, I must say, we are so happy to have you as the Secretary General, because you have all the strings in your hands and you know exactly what you praised with Jaap. I can also praise that with you, because without you, I think I don't know whether we would still have the organization as well functioning as it does.
Excuse me, Dirk, I forgot that report of the treasurer. Yeah.
Wait a second. I just wanted to invite you. As Milos is not available today, he is the treasurer of our organization. It is the Secretary General's task to take over his report and inform us about where we stand with our kitty. The kitty is the point where we have our money. Please.
So Milos signed it. And so he checked all the documents, all the bank reports. So, and he agreed that everything is okay. I only apologize for the print. There was a mistake in the print balance sheet 2024, which you got some time ago, 2 weeks ago. There was your state of EURAG account into 22. I forgot change it, but the figures are new. So we are having on our account 21,085.36 euros, which is quite good, because you know that I am sitting on the kitty and watching that we are not spending anything that is not absolutely necessary. And the most important is that we are ready here to contribute to the national organizations, to help them financially if they are organizing the EURAG event, but they don't have enough money to, to organize everything. So we are always ready to help out with this money. And our money is intended only for that, to support EURAG events. And, there are two accounts. You have seen it. There is also a Czech account where we are having 7,669.19 Czech crowns. And I forgot to tell you during my report that we have been successful with getting new members, working on new members. I got a new Italian member, and Milos is working on a Bulgarian organization, which we have never had in EURAG, which would be a great asset. And Dirk also got a new, very important person, a professor of gerontology from Vienna. So it is probably what you need to hear about our finances. We are okay. We are well off with money and ready to help to the organizers of the future conferences if they need our help. Thank you.
Very much, Dana. When you say we are okay, then I take a little historical look back to the year where you were elected Secretary General. At that time, our budget was not okay. But now it's okay. With 20,000, we can operate. We do not have too many expenditure. You are so careful. You are sitting on the kitty. Unfortunately, you are not a chicken. Otherwise, we would get eggs, additional eggs. But okay, you do that job extremely well. My friends, do you have any questions concerning the report of the President, concerning the report of the Treasurer, and concerning the report of the Secretary General? In that case, please take the floor.
Good morning, everybody. Happy to see you again. Thank you for all these informations regarding the organization in Switzerland of a meeting. Can I ask you, Dirk and Dana, to send a short email to our co-presidency to request to make an official request for that? I understand it would be for 2027. Is it right? Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you be kind enough to send? I will send you the mails of our co-president. We have two people.
Oh, we lost you. All right, but it is settled.
I have understood the request and the proposal, and we will be more than...
Yes, we have. Thank you.
We are more than happy to send that official letter to the board of your organization.
Yeah, we will do it with Dirk together. Yes,
because you need a position, you need a clear answer, so it has to be done in the official terms. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eliane. Yes, good idea. Yeah.
Thank you. I see that there are no more comments or questions, so that we can go to the. Yeah, please.
Sorry, a little bit late, but I see on the balance sheet the European Business Guide. Can you explain?
I will. It was, and Monique has done a big research. We fell into a trap with that organization. But if we don't, Monique found out that the only chance is to close the account, just to get rid of them. It is for 3 years. 1 year, I paid myself from my own money 990 euros because I felt embarrassed that it happened to me, but it was they have been sending this application that to be published in that European Business Guide, and it was free of charge. But then with little print was that if you apply, it is for 3 years and you can't get out of it. So we paid the first year 990 from EURAG money. Then the second year I paid it from my own money, and then we paid it. And then I will send them the letter that no way, even if I have to go into that to change the account, but if because it is some organization that got into their trap many NGOs. Not only EURAG, many, which Monique found.
I want to confirm, Jaap, that I've been looking into internet about the story, and it's a big scam, and it's international, and in fact, it's originated in the Netherlands. The police knows about it, but in fact, it's what the people do is they close their accounts. And so they finish with it, but it's not very convenient for us to close the account, not at all, for all kind of reasons. And so we have no way, because we cannot alone attack injustice. There are a lot of people who have been involved in that scam, and people, what they did, I suppose they all closed their accounts and opened a new one, but we cannot do that. So, okay, but we are, of course, we know, and I checked. I think you can check again, but there's no way to easily attack these people. Okay.
Yeah,
and that means that there's a criminal organization.
Yeah, it's criminal, and they are in the Netherlands, by the way.
Oh.
They are your people.
I never heard of it, but
you can have a look. Have a look at in the
look it up.
You will find it. Okay.
Yeah. But
I will look for it. But that means it is finished now.
Yeah.
3 years. Yeah, it should be finished. But do you know, the trouble is with that new account, it is extremely difficult to open the account. Do you remember when you were the Secretary General and you had to open that private account in Netherlands because they are refusing to open account for someone who is registered in Luxembourg?
Yes,
so I have extreme difficulties with the bank because they are checking up on us all the time if we are not washing the dirty money. Mm-hmm. We have no money, but they are always checking up on us if we are not, some dirty organization or something. This business is extremely difficult to solve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the system, but when we pay money for a criminal organization, then we have to stop that.
They wanted, they wanted to send that, how is it called, these executors on us. They already had it in their hand. It is what they are doing. And they would close our account, we wouldn't be able to use it. That's why I paid from my own money. To solve it quickly. 990 euros I paid myself because I felt also embarrassed that EURAG fell into this trap, but it didn't happen only to us. There are many organizations. Yes, so now you know what it is.
You can have a look. It would be helpful if you have a look at it, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks for your information.
And go to talk to them.
Yeah,
Thanks for your information.
go to find them in the Netherlands. Okay.
Thanks for your information. They don't. I think they don't have an office here, but only
they have a
address.
postal box office.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, but the important is that it is finished now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we hope.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is an unfortunate thing that it happened, but I think, Dana, you managed this okay. Thank you very much that you put personal money into it. That is sort of a donation to our organization, a personal donation to our organization. Thank you very much indeed. I don't see more requests for input. Thank you very much. We come to the next point, and the next point is the elections which we have to perform. Dana sent out with a mail of 17th of February a proposal which says that the present board members are ready to serve for another period, and they are ready to serve in a equipe in total together. That means not only individually but as a board. And if you agree, then I would like to ask you to wait a second, to discharge the board in total. That means president, vice presidents, and treasurer for the past period of their functioning. Are you in agreement with that?
Shall we lift our hands or what?
Can you raise hands if you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So unanimously, we have agreed on the discharge of the outgoing board. That means its members. And we come to the proposal which was circulated by Dana, and where she said that these outgoing members are also, if discharged, are also ready to serve again for another period. The persons are, you have received that in the letter sent by Dana, the president, myself, Dirk Jarré, the Secretary General Dana Steinova, the Vice President for Communication Monique Epstein, the Vice President Jaap van der Spek, and the Treasurer Milos Vajs. These are the proposed candidates for the elections. They would all accept if they were elected. I don't think that another presentation is required. You know all of them from personally and from their functioning. And I would call now for the elections. We do not need, according to what are the rules here, we do not need a specific forum, but those present are an operational forum. So you can all vote. The votes are as follows. If you represent an organization, a member organization, you have 25 votes. If you are an individual member, you have 1 vote. And we have already received proxies from 4 different persons. If I remember correctly, they have informed us, and in particular, the Secretary General. Please, Dana. tell us who have given proxies? Dana? She's getting a coffee. Never mind. The proxies which we have, one is from Milos, one is from Gabor, one is from Gisli, and the last one is from Kamenza. These are those who have given proxies to the Secretary General. Now I propose to you that we again have an election in block, so that we elect the new board of the European Federation of Older Persons as it is proposed. If you agree with the proposal, then please raise your hands. I don't see any vote against. I don't see any abstention. I add the 4 proxies to that, and with this, the new board has been elected according to the rules. Thank you very much. Personally, and I know that I speak on behalf of the other members of the elected board, we will give all our strength to serve the organization as much as we can, with our experience, with our knowledge, with our strategic and political connections, so that we can provide to the European Federation of Older Persons everything which is needed for a flourishing in the future. Thank you very much indeed for your trust. We take that very seriously, and now it's our first minute of new serving, and we will do our very best. Thank you. With that, I come to Paul. Would you like to say something? No. I'm happy that you're here, Paul, by the way. Very good. By the way, I would like to share something with you. When I had to submit that request for a participatory status to the Council of Europe, I had to submit all sorts of documents. Activities reports for the last 2 years, financial reports for the last 2 years, a membership list, the number of members which we have, and I calculated and I came to the conclusion that in fact we have over 2 million members. Through our member organizations. We sent that list with the figures, what every organization has in membership, how many, and I made a remark that we are well over 2 million members in membership. Let's see whether that impresses them or not. And I had to give a declaration that the European Federation of Older Persons will carefully and trustfully respect the objectives and the rules and the values, the objectives and the rules of the Council of Europe, and will certainly, if recognized, serve very trustfully. So that's only for your information. We come to the announced point number 3, and that is a report on the preparation of Riga. You know that we go to Riga for those who can do it, who have time, and who have the means to go to Riga towards the end of April. Riga is a fantastic city, I must say. It's a city, not only one of these Baltic trading cities of the Middle Ages and later, but also the culture, the societal tissue, but also the internal tensions, because when it was occupied by the Soviet Union, there was a process of sending Russians to settle in the country, and so they have as a second language Russian, and that is not always easy politically seen, and not always easy socially seen or sociologically seen, but they manage fine. They're great. They're great, and they have great traditions which go back to the 13th century and even below 12th, 13th centuries, and it's admirable, admirable. So, please, the report from Riga.
So I hope that Alice is with us.
I don't see her.
Yeah, because they knew about this meeting, and they knew about that we are waiting for this, updating information, because there are people here who are going to Riga, like Elizabeth and May, and Jaap is going, and Dirk, and, French group, and the Danish group. So we would like to learn more. You can't see her.
No, but dear friends, don't worry. We don't know what was the obstacle that they couldn't join us.
She was supposed to be here. Yeah.
They definitely wanted to be here, but it may be a technical problem or a failure in electricity. You never know what happens. But what we have already, and Dana has circulated that with her letter of the 17th of February, is the program. The conference in Riga will be on different phases of loneliness for older adults, the challenges and strategies of prevention. Challenges and strategies of prevention of loneliness of older persons. So we have a very detailed program with still a couple, as I said at the beginning, still a couple of pending points. But I'm sure I've been to Riga, and I know the organization. They may not be the fastest, but they are very reliable, very reliable. So as it goes, sometimes even last minute arrangements can be very, very good. We have drafted this program. It looks nice. It looks attractive, and I am sure that will, in the first place, have a good general council meeting. I see Eliane now.
Yes.
Great.
I found finally how to.
Yeah, you overcame the technical obstacles. Very good, very good. Thank you for being here. We will have a very good council meeting. We will have a wonderful conference. And I encourage you all to contribute to this conference, to the content, because loneliness is an important and unfortunate feature of old age. Not everybody, but many people really are in a situation of loneliness because the family is far away, contacts has broken down with former professional colleagues, It's another atmosphere in homes, etc., etc. What can we do about it? We can do a lot about it, and the modern communication systems allow us to do things which you couldn't even imagine 100 years ago when we didn't have yet a telephone, and when we had the internet. People came closer and closer and closer. If you want to see your nephew, your niece, your children in New Zealand or in Canada or wherever they are, you have no problem with that. We can do a lot, but we need to encourage these people and to help them and do all these. Thank you, Monique.
Okay. Dirk, I just want to interrupt a few seconds. This is a program that everybody has.
Yeah.
I have been trying to be in contact with them in Riga, and I got an answer. We tried even to call them, and the only answer I had that their program is still pending because they don't know. They did not receive all the contributions to the PowerPoints or whatever, or the presentations so my question is to Dana, how many presentations did you get and how many did you send to them?
I sent mine. I got from Paul Anker Anderson. Yeah. I got from... Yeah. I tried to call Alisa and she's not picking up the phone. I just was on the phone with, I tried. So, and then I got from Ursula Hirt from Switzerland, who is coming. And I am afraid that that's all.
No.
3 presentations.
From the Netherlands, also a short summary.
Yeah, so did you send it to them? Yeah.
Yeah, Dana, but we don't have to worry. We have already quite a number of contributions, and we still have 2 months.
Yeah,
so I'm not worried. I think this is in good hands, and even if they couldn't come today, I very much trust that this will be all solved. And May?
Sorry, I have a presentation and I apologize. I just haven't had time to send it, but I will do. But I want to just ask one question. I sent my booking to Riga, but I never got any acknowledgement. And I actually asked again, had they received it? And I still didn't get any acknowledgement.
It's the same for everybody, I think.
They confirmed that everyone from EURAG members who sent the booking was booked in.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, so don't worry. We are all in that hotel that is called Primo, and all these excursions or whatever, all the activities will start always in our hotel. They will take all of us from that hotel to the events.
Oh, that's great, Anna. Thank you. It's just that I sort of was a little bit bothered because I didn't hear, and I don't want to arrive in Riga and be running around looking for a hotel.
Yeah, no, it is okay.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
And the price is very, very advantageous.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So the only issue we could discuss between us, because we don't know about them, is there eventually another visit on Sunday? A touristic, something.
I can assure you that it is what I discussed with them several times, and they confirmed that they will arrange for us a facultative trip, that we will, if we want to go for that, we will pay it from our own money, but there will be a trip on Sunday. There are more people who are really interested in that, including Gisli, who actually, booked also the flight later because he wants to go with Alda for this trip, and many others want to go for the Francois and Dennis and so on.
So it's very important for the people to know because of the flight. The people know
about
when to come. if they come on Wednesday or Thursday.
No, it is clear, Monique, it is clear. We are all coming. We are all supposed to come on 23rd.
Yes,
which is Wednesday, and leave on Monday if we want to go for that trip. It is clear. So book it any time on 28th, the departure.
If we want to go to the trip, I mean, the people who want to go to the trip have to know that there is something on Sunday. Okay.
It is. I can assure you. They confirmed that it will be definitely a trip.
Okay. Good.
Yeah?
Good. I would like to, if there are no more questions, I would like to close at this point and give the rest of the time to Monique and her equipe to tell us where we stand with the preparation of the events in Paris. Monique, please.
Just a minute before that, I have two questions or remarks. First of all, Paul Anker also is short of an acceptance of his arrival, and we have one more person from Denmark who wants to participate. So it is important that Diana or someone else tell the people in Riga to confirm, just like May asked. That was one remark. The other thing, just for my curiosity, Dirk, when you say that we have, as a background, 1.5 million members?
Over 2 million.
Or over 2 million, okay. Does that include our membership organization in Moscow?
Yeah.
The Russian Federation of Pensioners is, of course, included because it is a member of EURAG.
Okay. Yeah, just that we haven't seen them, and that's for natural reasons.
Yeah, but we have no reason to not to put them or to throw them out of our membership, even if the times are difficult.
I agree with that, but according to my memory, they alone count for 1.5 million.
And we have over 2 million total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monique?
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, please tell us something about that.
No, one thing, please, Dana, put a little bit of strength in your communication with our friends in Riga so that they make these confirmations.
What do you want to hear from me? I have tried over and over, and they are not the fastest ones.
Okay. You can sign with my name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monique?
Okay, so
the floor is yours.
I just put on the floor this document, even if I must apologize to Moira that we didn't speak about it, but it's quite recent, and it's just temporary in some way, and I'm not going to give it to everybody, to people. It's only to show you for the moment, because we still have things to discuss with Moira. At the moment, we had some big advance on a few days ago when we talked with the first adjoint of our mayor. Our mayor is an Hidalgo, but her first adjoint is Patrick Bloch, whom we know, Françoise and myself, for 20 years or even more. And he accepted to see us at the town hall, and he agreed to push that we have the mairie of the 11th arrondissement for our event on the Thursday, the 9th, Paris Place Léon Blum, which is this. And so we have the town hall of the Mairie du 11e, and he also offered us to make a tour of the city hall which is the main city hall, the Hôtel de Ville, a guided tour personally for us on Thursday morning. This is new. Even Moira, we didn't talk with Moira because it's completely new. In general, what I want to say, a lot of people ask themselves where to stay in Paris. The thing is, our events are going to be all over Paris in some way, because, for instance, this Hôtel de Ville is in the center, in the middle, quite in the middle, Châtelet, Hôtel de Ville. This is in the 11th arrondissement, Métro Voltaire, which I would say is east, not east, but 11th arrondissement. Then we have Patrick Bloch also accepted to give us a room in the main Hôtel de Ville for our general meeting, which is quite a nice place. You will see. We have a big room with 30 places and chairs if more people are coming. This is also in the main Hôtel de Ville. On Friday morning. We have that all the morning for us. So this again in the middle. Then in the afternoon, we are going to be in the 15th arrondissement, which is completely on the west of Paris. And then what else? We are going to offer also memory training, but that's mostly for the seniors here. So that's not so important, but it is in the 11th arrondissement. And here we have something in the Madeleine, which is near the Champs-Élysées, quite nearly. And here we have the Notre Dame, and here we have the Père Lachaise, etc. And the evening we still don't know exactly, and the restaurant is at the République. So just to show you that you need a metro card, for sure. You need a metro card for 3 days or something like that. But it doesn't matter where you are going to be. You have to take the metro in any case. Okay, so that's for Milos, or who asked me, even Galina asked me, where are going to be the events? They are going to be all over Paris. Okay, that's the answer. Then I have a list. Okay, so that's a plan. That's the agenda, more or less. It has to be finalized. Of course, Moira, we have to talk. We are going to talk in the next weeks or months. We have to a lot of things are going to be precise and evening and so on. Okay, so that's all for the program. I suppose you don't have questions on that, or yes?
Well, I've got a question on Sunday. Most people go home. Monday, the memory training. Is it for people who would like to take part, or is it already a group that we don't belong to? Monday.
Monday it's mainly, of course, it's to Dana to answer, but I think it's essentially for the seniors of e-seniors. But I don't know, Dana.
It is for. I think that it is the 5th time when I am coming to Paris to give memory training to local. English-speaking seniors, because I don't speak French. But if you are staying still, longer, I am going back on Tuesday. Okay. If you are going back on Tuesday, you are very welcome to come to the class because definitely it will be interesting for you. And it will be together with the French seniors, which will be also a nice experience.
Thank you. And Dana, you could also ask the Riga people how to get from the airport to this hotel, because there are buses and trams.
Elizabeth, what I heard was that they will take a proper care of us and to help us from the airport. If it still stands, I don't know, because I expected Alisa to be here. But I was told that they will take a proper care of us.
Okay, well.
So at least
You're right.
they will advise us how to go to the hotel.
Okay, so no
Thank you.
other questions about the agenda in Paris? It's a moment.
Yes. Monique, don't forget to ask them if they want that accommodation that you booked and paid some money already.
Yeah. Okay,
Because
so
you
I'm
need
going
to know that.
to speak now only about accommodation. So the agenda, no other question. Okay, now about the accommodation, what we have been the only thing I checked is I began to look for the cheapest place in Paris, more or less, and I found something, but I had it's already a few 2 months ago, I think. I had to make a reservation and to give some money, so I did it only for 10 single and 10 double rooms. It's kind of a youth hostel, but it's also for seniors. It's in the east, 12th arrondissement, which is more or less on the east, nearby Nation. And that's one thing. Very cheap, 88 for double and 66 for single. The rooms are very little, otherwise there's nothing to say specifically. Then there is another hotel nearby, which not far from there, which is called there's a motel one, which is, no, first of all, there is this Meininger hotel, which is really not far from there, which is much more elegant. And I think it's how much? 100. I've got all the details, and I will send them again. This is 100 more or less. Then we have Motel 1, which is, I would say, 500 meters away, and Ibis style, which is also something like 300 meters. I mean, all these 4 hotels are not far one from the other. They are more or less in the 12th arrondissement, which is a little bit, it's not in the center, but in Paris, it doesn't matter. But they are under 150 euro, whereas hotels in the middle of Paris are more than 150 euro. And why? Because Paris is expensive, and secondly, you have the Fashion Week from the 1st of the 8th of October. And that's all. So about the cheap hotel, it's really first arrived, first served, because there are only 10 double rooms and 10 single rooms. And about the others, of course, I sent the addresses, and but about Motel 1, about Meininger, and about Ibis, 3 of them in the east of Paris. Then you can take any hotel. You can also go in the 15th arrondissement if you want, nearby the Eiffel Tower, because we are going to be there also half a day at least. But if you have questions, ask me, but not too much about other hotels. Most of them are really expensive, but the earlier you book, the better it is. And a lot of hotels you can book and then cancel. So it's not a big problem. My advice would be to think about it now. Eventually, if you don't come, it doesn't matter. But you be sure you can cancel on booking, for instance. That's all. Other questions?
Thank you very much, Monique. Do members have questions?
You can send me questions, by email.
I mean, you have the, Moira is now. Moira, you raised your hand.
Yeah.
Thank you, and good morning to everybody.
Morning.
No questions, just to say bravo to e-seniors for having managed to get the Paris City Council involved in our project. I think that's absolutely wonderful. Really, congratulations, Monique. Secondly, just to say that OldUp is very excited about this project, and we have a small team that's working on it. And amongst the things that they've got organized for the Saturday is a group of young Parisians who are very happy to spend that day with OldUp and walk with people and talk with them and tell them about the city. And that's going to be very, very interesting. Also, just to say that we've had a very wonderful collaboration with eSeniors, and we're meeting again on the 13th of March to...
11 or 13? Wait a minute.
I can't remember. Let me just have a quiz.
I think it's 11, yeah.
Well, the date hasn't
11.
changed. It's my...
11.
It's my head that's... my head that's... So it's I think it's a very good experience for all of us, and we're welcoming and looking forward to seeing as many people from EURAG there as possible. Thank you very much.
Both to you, Moira and Monique. I think we are all very impressed by what you have already prepared so many months before October. That you raised interest at various levels in the city administration and etc. That is very impressive indeed. Thank you very much for your reports.
Sorry, could I'd just like to add another thing, and that is that this particular meeting, and thanks to Donna and to our president, is going to be much more participatory. So we're going to have a different style of meeting, which I think will bring about a different dynamic. And that will be very interesting for all of us. Thank you.
Yeah, that's here. On the afternoon of the 10th, we are going to try and make a kind of participatory meeting style with groups, with 5 to 7 topics. And then we make groups on each topic, and then you have a president of group and a facilitator, you call it, and then the facilitator is going to give the conclusions of each group in front of the plenary session, etc. I mean, we want to try to have everybody more dynamic, everybody involved, and etc. But
very good.
Dirk, we have been thinking about... we have been thinking about people who will, maybe we should prepare them for that we were thinking about some people who are today with us, that they would take over these small tables. Don't you want to tell them?
It might be a little bit too early, Dana, because we have still so many months, and as the content of the program develops, then we can address this very easily.
Yeah.
The idea is a very good one. You raise your hand.
We can at least ask some of them if they are going to Paris at all. Jaap, are you going?
I'm not sure of it. I think I will go. The only problem is the Sunday, but I have to look for it.
Yeah, Sunday you can go home, actually, as I can see, you know.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is I in my agenda is on that I have to play organ in a church.
I see.
So I have to change it.
Yeah, all right, because then, and May, are you coming to Paris?
I hope so.
Yeah, because we have some plans with you.
All right, okay.
We will tell you later.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But we can discuss about it also in Riga, I think. I mean,
Riga. But if all people are coming to Riga, yes, exactly.
Because we need the subject. In fact, we began to talk with Dirk, and Dirk sent us already a list of subjects that we could use for these groups, and we have to set 5 or 7 topics. I mean, Dirk gave us, perhaps we will add or take away one. I mean, we have to agree on that. And once the subjects are agreed upon, we can look for people who are going to be the facilitators, etc. Okay.
All right.
Okay. We come to the end of the meeting, but Annie raised her hand.
Okay, so my question is already answered. It was about the theme of the conference in Paris, but now I learned that the preparation is going on and that the theme is not yet fixed.
Yes.
Not fixed yet.
Not finally decided upon. We will do that in Riga. Now I would like to thank you all. It's 11:30, Monique.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm not on a minute, but okay, you finish.
Try
Say
to keep
what you have to say. Yeah.
to your needs. Thank you all very, very much for having attended this extraordinary meeting. It worked very well. Thank you very much for having listened to the reports of the outgoing board. Thank you very, very much for giving your confidence to the new board. And as I said, we will serve EURAG, and that means also the members of EURAG as well as we can with our competences and under our responsibility. So many, many thanks. I wish you a very pleasant printemps. That is the nice time of the year when the flowers start blooming, when the leaves come out again, when the sun is shining more, and when the temperature goes up. And see you, most of you, in Riga. That will be a great pleasure. If you have any points which you would like to be clarified, please send your request either to Dana, if it's general things, or to Monique if it concerns the Paris meeting, or if it's central strategic or political issues, send it to me. All the best to you, all the best to your families, and goodbye.
1 minute. I just have a problem with some emails who are coming back, and I don't know, but the people are not all here, and it's a little bit of a problem. For instance, Newcastle, I don't know who that is. Helen Sanford, I don't know.
She is not our member. I sent you an email with the corrections. You didn't get it?
Okay, good, wonderful. Yeah. Because, for instance, Jaap, I know that to send you an email, you need to have approbation, yeah?
Monique, there was a mistake. You didn't have an L on your email. Yeah?
NL and Swedes, that's Russia. I have that.
Yeah, it is Sveta, A, not S.
Okay, so you corrected it.
Yeah, but my Gmail somehow stopped to work, so maybe you didn't get it. So we will discuss it by phone.
Okay, good, no problem.
Yeah? And
Fine.
Maria Chundalikova died, and it looks like that Val would from England, from Wales, that she is no more on emails.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we don't know what happened to her.
Okay.
Okay. Perhaps she was on the WhatsApp.
Don't know who died?
Maria Chundalikova, and we don't know about that lady from Wales, that Val Woodgager.
Oh,
we don't know. She no more answers any emails.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, fine.
Have a good carnival time.
Yes.
So see you in
Bye-bye to
Riga.
all the
Thank
best.
you.
See you in
Bye-bye.
Riga. Thank you for coming. Nice
Bye-bye.
to see you, Grazina.
Bye.
Bye.
One of
Bye.
you.
It's so good, Elian, that you were with us. I'm so
Thank
pleased.
you.
And send me the emails and we will
Yes,
back on
I
that
do
letter.
it immediately.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. So
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.